Thank you so much to those who have subscribed to my channel, Alex Madiba Show. My name is Alex Madiba, and of course, I normally bring to you businesses. This is the most educative online show. Today, I want to talk about, there is an emerging business. Sometimes ukitembea around, if you move around, especially in Rongai and other areas, you find they have written, a small signpost written, Housegirl Bureaus. Now, these people are an important part of the society because these are our house managers. Because people are busy in businesses nowadays, you know, somebody spends less time in his house. So these people play a very big role. But I would like to highlight briefly to the owners of these businesses. First, I want to say thank you to them, of course, because we are safe because of the people that we get from their businesses. The house girls, the house boys, the shamba boys and stuff like that. Yeah, but kitu naomba pia ni they should be able to train these house girls because there is a reputation that when these people go for holidays or when they go for Christmas, New Year or these other seasons, they never come back. They don't go with their clothes, they don't inform you, they just disappear and they don't come back. The next thing you hear is that, sorry, I'm not coming back, blah, blah. That is after. So my plea to them is to train these house girls for them to know that it's important to communicate to your bosses when you're leaving work. So when you go for festive seasons, don't leave your bosses in suspense. So if you want to improve your business, please make sure that you train these people very well. Their attitude at home, their relationship with their bosses, their respect, and then above all, communication. Yeah, having said that, now I want to come back to the part of the parents, the people in those homes where these ladies and boys work. Mostly, I think house girl bureaus are mainly for girls, for ladies. Yeah, the house girls. So these people, like I said, are the most important part of a family because they make sure that your kids are safe. They make sure that you are safe. They make sure that the household property are also safe. But kuna mahali pia tunakosea kama the owners of these homes. Because sometimes unapata you have mishandled these people to an extent that they look like they are not part of humanity. You understand that? For example, why would a person who takes care of your kids, because you are busy, of course I've said the current generation is too busy, so unapata spending that little time in your house ni ngumu sana. So they are the ones who are directly involved in the affairs of your home. They are the people who understand your kids. They are the people who will report to you when these kids are sick. They are the people who take care of you, and they are people who cook for you. So why would someone eat meat while the house girl is eating cabbage? You understand that? You understand where I'm coming from? Because why you brought these people in your home is because you want your children to be safe. Do you know that the same house girl or the same house boy or the same shamba boy who is in your home is a son or a daughter to somebody else? So if you cannot take good care of somebody's child, how do you expect these people to take care of your children? That's the question that anybody who is watching Alex Madiba Show on this particular episode you need to ask yourself, because you want your kids to be safe, but you don't want to take good care of people's children. So how do you take good care of these maids, the house girls, we should call them the house managers? I think for me, you need to take these people as part of your family. Kabisa, like they are the people who make your family be able to run. They are the engine, actually the engine. Because for us business people, you spend your whole day trying to look for money, blah, blah, but you forget about the basics in your house. If your house is not safe, then even looking for that money becomes useless. Because how will you spend it when your family is not happy? So before that, for you to succeed in your business, obviously you need to make sure that your home is in peace. And how can your home be in peace when the people who take care of those homes are not in peace? Some of the ways of mishandling these people ni kuwapatia chakula yenye wewe hata wewe mwenyewe huwezi kula. Ama you expect these people not to eat. Ama sometimes the place where these people sleep is so inhuman. Ama sometimes wanapigwa na baridi, you can't buy for them duvets, but you want your child to be properly covered. You want your child to look nice, but you don't want people's children to look nice. So one particular assignment I want to give you people is to ask yourself questions and understand that these people are people's children, and you have brought them to your home because you want the best. So give them the best. How do we give them the best? Now, this is the most important part. These people use a lot of energy in doing your work. Washing, cooking, cleaning, I don't know, taking care of the kids. All these aspects need a lot of energy. So sometimes you unaweza jiuliza, my house girl ama my house boy eats a lot. But do you know the kind of energy that these people use over the day for them to be able to feel hungry that way? So how to take good care of them is to give them sufficient food for them to eat enough to be able to give you the best. Because we are the same people who will complain that nowadays these people don't work the way I expect them to work. But when you give them enough food, they have the energy, they have the strength, they have the determination to be able to do the things you want them to do. Secondly is to provide for them proper accommodation where they sleep. The place where they sleep should be comfortable enough that even you, your daughter or your son, can be able to sleep there. Do to somebody what you would have loved somebody to do for you or for your kids. So yes, give them proper accommodation, a place to sleep. I mean, if you are blessed enough and you have bedrooms, a lot of bedrooms in your house, you can assign one bedroom to them. Yeah, so that they have their rooms. They should not sleep in store or maybe living rooms or stuff like that. So yes, that's the second way of taking good care of them. 3 is to understand, are these people not feeling well? Because I've told you these are people's children. Yes, much as they are adults, but they are also kuna watu wanawategemea, they have families. So if they feel sick, are you that person responsible enough and concerned that today my house girl or my house boy or whoever, my house manager, doesn't look to be in a good form? So I have to see if I can advise her to go for medication, or maybe if I can buy simple Panadol, painkillers or stuff like that for them to be able to do the work that you expect them to do. 3 or 4, communication to these people. If you communicate by shouting, that is something that you wouldn't wish your kid to go through. So why would you communicate to your staff through shouting, quarreling? You tell somebody something simple, something that you could request, you shout at them to do it the way you want. Yes, I understand we are the bosses. I understand we are supposed to tell them what we want. But sometimes you also have to consider, how do you communicate to these people? And the moment these people realize that you are arrogant, I'm telling you, they will start to mishandle your children. They will start to mishandle, their strength goes down, their level of commitment becomes questionable because they are no longer committed. Constantly, they are looking for ways of leaving your homes. You understand that? Next is, of course, these people also have their life. So there are scenarios, worst case scenarios, where you find you have a housemaid who maybe gets pregnant from somewhere, gets pregnant to their boyfriends or to their fiancés. The best you can do as a boss is to congratulate them, offer them the best support as a father, as a mother, so that these people will be able to take good care of that pregnancy. Because it's a blessing and they have their life. But for us, sometimes when we realize, this has happened, the first thing that comes to our mind is, let us chase this person away. So if it is you need, much as you're working for money, you also need that, there's that part of life, because these people are human. So sometimes they need to do what other people also do. Another thing I can tell you is, people who sleep with their housemaids or people who sleep with their houseboys, because it happens. So this is a domestic worker who is helping you. The best you can do is to appreciate them for the work that they have done. and of course take them as your children. But if you take this person, then you begin to sleep with them, to, can I call it openly, to have sex with them, it is not good. By the, if you are a lady, a lady boss, and then you sleep with their houseboy, or if you are a man, you sleep with the house girl, and yet your wife is in your house. These are the things that degrades the kind of respect that these people give you, because one day you'll be disappointed. So why would you sleep with this person who lives in your house, who does your work, and then you are doing these things in the presence of your wife? It is very questionable. So sometimes we need to work on our characters as the bosses. The fact that you are paying her salaries does not mean that you have to sleep with them, because when you sleep with them, it means that you don't respect them. That is one. If I don't want to judge too much, because there are also those house girls or house boys that turn their attention and begins to attract the attention of the man or the woman in the house. But I'm talking about those who are disciplined enough not to do that, because there are scenarios where somebody comes to your home. Of course, what they want to do is to seduce you as a man or to seduce you as a woman. But you as a man, how would you allow somebody to come live in your house, help her, and then sleep with that person as a house girl or a house boy? It's not good. If these people have those intentions, and then it's very early enough, you have to decide and remove them from your homes and look for a better alternative. So please don't sleep with their house girls, don't sleep with their house boys, because this is going to be the beginning of your trouble with their kids. Hao watoto watakuwa kwa shida sana, because obviously there's envy that is going to develop, there's going to be hatred towards you, towards your kids, and many stuff will happen towards that. Then another thing that we normally ignore is the clothings of our maids, the houseboys. If you have extra clothes that do not fit you, you lose nothing by giving these people, so that they also look smart, because sometimes you have visitors, sometimes you have this and that. So you need to ensure that these people are as comfortable, as smart as you want them to be. You don't want to find somebody who is very indecent and is living in your house. And of course, it's not going to be something good. So if we want to improve our businesses, let us take good care of our homes and ensure that these things happen. Thank you so much. Imesema nini?